Tadej Pogacar doesn't want your sympathy. He wants the cobbles. The world champion skipped E3, he skipped Ghent-Wevelgem, and while the critics debated his absence and the fans questioned his form, Pogacar quietly turned his attention to the two races that truly matter in his spring. This Sunday's Tour of Flanders and the chaos of Paris-Roubaix just 1 week later. That journey begins now. Don't miss the race action this Sunday. The Tour of Flanders is live and on demand for our viewers in the United States and Canada. Also, next week we have Paris-Roubaix, the Hell of the North. That race is available to only our viewers in Canada. To make sure you're not missing out, check the link in the description. But back to Pogacar and the pressure cooker that is the Spring Classics up in the north of Europe. While Mathieu van der Poel continues to crush all comers, winning Milano-San Remo, E3 Saxo Classic, and coming into Flanders as the clear favorite, Wout van Aert is being battered online and on TV in his home country, here in Belgium. The Visma star finished 15th at E3. He lost in a 3-versus-1 Dwars-Dwar-Vlaanderen finish and has faced relentless backlash since. And Pogacar, he sees the storm from the distance and he's not joining in the chorus. Instead, he's reaching out and supporting his rival. Yesterday at a press conference, Tadej explained, "We were there." He said, "For sure, every rider experiences some pressure, and a rider like Wout, he has big races to do, and every time the team relies on him the most. He races for victory, and to come second, especially after a 3-against-1 scenario, for sure it sucks. But I think that's also part of racing." Tadej went on to say, Wout will pick himself up and come into the next race not thinking about Dwars, just thinking about his best again. If it goes well for him, it goes well. If not, I don't think it's the end of the world. It's just bike racing. Still, Tadej didn't sugarcoat the toll that modern racing can take, especially in the age of algorithms and criticism from the couch. Social media is the cancer of our society, Pogacar said bluntly. There are a lot of positive things, but always the negative things come out the most. It can ruin your day. It's really not worth it to follow social media and news. No offense to you guys, he said, gesturing at us, the journalist in the room. It's best not to care about those things, and the easiest way not to care about them is not to read them. Okay, Tadej, no offense taken. This is the mindset he will take into the Tour of Flanders on Sunday, and a week later, the following Sunday, Paris-Roubaix. He knows the noise will only get louder and the pressure higher. But this is what Pogacar loves, the high-stakes chaos, not those filtered social media posts. He said he hasn't been watching every single second of the bike races this spring like we have. Instead, he's been out there doing the hard miles, training, reconning, and some motor pacing on the cobbles of Paris-Roubaix, trying to see how far his climbing legs will take him on those brutal flats. "I made the decision to ride Roubaix," he said. "In February, I did the recon and it went well. Paris-Roubaix is one of the most beautiful races. I don't want to wait too long to try it. And the recon on Wednesday was fun." He's not too concerned about the risk either. He said, "I think the run into the Cipressa and Milano-San Remo or the first stages of the Tour de France are just as dangerous. The speed is so high that one mistake can end your season or your career. Every race has its risk." As for the cobbles themselves, Pogacar added, "People say that I'm too light for Roubaix." He continued with a grin, "But I'm not that light, and it's flat. You still have to push. If it were downhill the whole time, then sure, the heavier riders would have a big advantage. We'll see next week if I'm too light. But first, we have the Tour of Flanders this Sunday, and Pogacar knows who his #1 rival is. None other than the Dutchman, Mathieu van der Poel, racing for Alpecin de Koenig. Back in 2022, well, van der Poel beat Pogacar in a sprint. And You remember the 2025 Milano-San Remo just a couple of weeks ago. Tadej battled it out, hitting out hard over the Cipressa de Poggio with attacks, but it was Van der Poel that stuck with him and beat him in a sprint. He doesn't want the same sort of scenario. He doesn't want to go to the line to risk it in a sprint in Flanders. Mathieu is one of the strongest riders in a sprint, Pogacar admitted. If he sets his mind to it, he always finishes well. So I'll try not to let it come down to a sprint. After a hard race, maybe he's tired in the sprint. I'll be tired too, Tadej added. But then the difference between us is smaller. Flanders, well, it suits him better than Milano-San Remo. You have the cobbles, you have the climbs, maybe not as long as the Cipressa and Poggio, but there are so many of them, they add up, and the fatigue accumulates. Pogacar, he thinks that this will all play to his strengths. I have a better chance to drop Mathieu in the Ronde than San Remo, he said. But with the form he has now, it'll be very difficult. Those short climbs and cobbles, that's Mathieu's favorite terrain. The buildup is reaching its peak. And Flanders, with its Koppenberg, Kwaremont, and Paterberg, is calling. If you're in the United States or Canada, make sure you don't miss out on any of the racing. FloBikes has it all, live and on demand. If you want to find out more so you're not missing the action, well, we have a link for you in the description of this video. Also, comment down below. Let us know, who do you think will be the winner on Sunday in Flanders? Will Tadej get revenge over Mathieu van der Poel to pick up his second win in Flanders? Remember, he's already won it back in 2023. Or will Van der Poel show he's the man of the spring, the man of the classics? Or will the home rider, the home star, Wout van Aert, finally win, be king of Belgium? Or will we get a surprise like the American Nielsen Palace delivered for us in Dwars-Vlaanderen on Wednesday? Let us know what you think. And subscribe, click that button right down below. That way you're not gonna miss out on any of the action. Interviews, on the ground coverage, I'll be there. All the post-race reports, you got it. For Flanders and next Sunday, Roubaix. Click the button, subscribe. Thank you. Whatever happens, we'll be over here to cover it. You'll be watching along, one attack, one cobble, one monument at a time. See you Sunday.